Hello, everybody. Brian here, quantlabs.net. Today is April 10th. We are in the wee warning hours. Thought I would bring this article to your attention on Zero Hedge. Alright, so what's been going on with Zero Hedge? I haven't seen a lot of Zero Hedge. We know about the good old conference in Miami about Bitcoin 2022, and some shenanigans went on. Mostly, a lot of headlines came out of either a company called Strike that allowed integration with Shopify for crypto, and McDonald's and Walmart. Some really big news. But let's see what the billionaires have to say about all this. So here's the headline. It's curtains for the U.S. And I've already put up an article yesterday from Bank of America chief investment strategist said that crypto will be the one that saves the day for when it comes to the one of these articles here. Cryptocurrency news today: crypto to survive recession. So that's recession shock, the terminology used there. Here, interesting quotes that came out of it. And again, these guys are all billionaires. Let's first talk about this guy, Ricardo Salinas. Oh yes, Peter Thiel. Finance. He called Warren Buffett, enemy of Bitcoin, a financial psychopath. I think that's a little much, but I got an interview here queued up with Charlie Munger, and he doesn't like Bitcoin either. But these guys are old fossils; they're in their 80s and 90s. Anyways, let's talk a lot about this Salinas guy. He's out of Mexico, owner of Banco Azteca. I have a big grudge against Fiat. I call it the Fiat fraud. He shared a story about his salary as a young business school graduate in Mexico during the 1980s declined from around $2,000 a month to $20 just in a period of 6 years. Hyperinflation, right? So here we go on about Peter Thiel, controversial comments. Should I go over that? I don't know. And then he continues, this is Salinas. Fiat religion has high priests, and you can see them right there. And their religion is not tolerant. They hate anyone who's a heretic. There's a lot of heretics in this room right now, and obviously in the conference there at Bitcoin 2022 in Mexico, in Miami. Anyways, closing his thoughts: if the CBDC is issued, these people will have full control over you and how you can spend your money, and they'll be tracking it as well. Why is it so bad? He thinks they think it's a bad idea. They close your capacity to spend your money. Very true. This being on YouTube, I'd love to say more, but we'll just leave it at that. And then here he says, this is now a Mexican guy. Unfortunately, it's curtains for the U.S. Sell your shit coins and buy Bitcoin. For me, if you have not seen what I've done with the new course that I just created and finished up regarding smart money, there is a lot of coming down the pipes, a lot of regulation when it comes to a lot of regulation. Let me see if I can find it. Cryptocurrency news today versus CME options today. That might be one of them. There's a lot of regulation coming. It's not going to be fun regulation where the CFTC and the SEC are merging to attack and get a lot of altcoins registered, and if they don't, they will fall by the wayside. And if they don't fall by the wayside because of regulation, I think it's just more and more people are going to lose interest in them, and they will wither away. I'm seeing it now. I mean, there's a lot of more volatility in those prices, make them harder to trade as well. So my new course covers that. And basically what I say is to focus on the CME and only focus on, as it stands right now, Ethereum and Bitcoin. And do one investment worldview, including crypto, be it right now Bitcoin and Ethereum, and as other coins prove themselves, like potentially Cardano, Solano, or Solana, they get added to the CME, and then just add them when that happens. Total shift, I know. Now, in terms of the curtains for the U.S., I kind of hint at that quite a bit because of the politics of what's going on in the U.S. The Federal Reserve has just been really lacking and it's not really responding to what's needed with the hyperinflation. If they had properly controlled that and actually raised interest rates a lot sooner, as one of the articles said about, was it 12 or 14 years of bad Fed policy, you know, they had the opportunity to get a handle on inflation instead of let it brew over last year and then start to respond and then start raising interest rates quite a bit, and then now they're saying 0.5% interest in May. So too little too late, I guess, but I don't know. I think the interest rate alone with the massive debt of 30 trillion plus is not going to help them. So that's why people are moving into crypto. And part of my course, I show where the volumes are on the CME as compared to real fiat currency and commodity. And the thing is that Bitcoin alone right now is bigger than all of the Swiss franc, and I believe won't be long before Ethereum is going to overpass or overcome that as well. Salinas added 60% of his investment portfolio is in Bitcoin or Bitcoin-linked equities. I don't know if that's safe, but his money, as they say. So he added another 10% since 2020. He denounces bonds. I can attest to that with the charts that I see. I won't say they're toxic, but they're definitely stay away. Terrible investment. Would not touch with a 10-foot pole. I would agree with that. Toxic, I don't know. I mean, there's better. I mean, there's worse than toxic. And then he says, thank you to the conference for giving me, this is a tweet, for the opportunity to speak about what's next. Please don't put your future in government's hands. I agree with that totally. You and I know how that always ends. Stay away from fiat money. Invest in BTC. I wouldn't put a lot into BTC, but there are better investments out there. I mean, BTC obviously being a big one, but not everything into BTC. Gold, oil, it's still too early. I would think gold would be one that you would want to be part of, but I've just not seen the performance lately. And there's not a lot out there. Just watch my videos on what I show. Actually, I don't even post them anymore. What am I saying? Anyways, we got another guy, Puerto Rican, Orlando Bravo. Thomas Bravo, he ran a private equity firm. Even these firms are looking for ways to hedge the collapse of the dollar-based international financial system. So that's why they want to do the great, out of Davos. Because that's their way to kind of distract from the aftermath of when that kind of fiat, US dollar, euro, and whatnot, other crash comes. It would be a calamity for a lot of people. So instead, they'll just step in and, basically change the definition of what money is, and it's all about control and you being part of a serfdom, or a technocracy. I can never say it. Anyways, you don't have to be an economist to see what's going on with inflation. But if you read the media, even the financial, the big media like CNBC and Bloomberg, they'll just say, yeah, it's shortages or it's war. You know, like, give me a break. The real reason why a lot of this is happening, either it's manufactured, I'll leave it at that, centrally planned, manufactured. A lot of people are coming to that. I've known that for quite a while. And or it's just debt. National debt is causing all this. Okay, they just you said that they just put in $2 trillion in the economy. You can make all kinds of excuses on supply chains and all the geopolitical issues, but when you pump money, that much money into the economy, you're grossly devaluing the currency, and that's what's happening in the U.S. I watch those charts all the time, and they are losing value. We're starting to see Bitcoin is one of the safest ways in order for us to maintain our wealth. Maintain your wealth, yes. Is it safe? No, because of the volatility. Is there anything better? Probably not. That's the sad thing about it, and all that. Okay, look at this. This past week, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen warned that crypto poses a risk that could disrupt the financial system. I love how they blame crypto. It's more like people have lost trust in the fiat system. When you pump that much fake money, credit into the from the Federal Reserve into the economy, very few people are benefiting from that. And if they do, they're like, you just look at the wealth gap. They are benefiting from that. That's the investment class. Okay. Central banker cabal, and that's what it is. It's a cabal among all central banks. They sing from the same choir. They all sing from the same command and control system. Skeptical of all crypto except for central bank digital currencies. Okay, I've talked about this for a long time now. They can control and strip society of the last vestiges of privacy and monetary freedom. Okay? And look how many views there are. Okay, that's a lot. And there's a lot of truth to this article. Okay, I'm not going to go on about it, harping on about it. But if you're still sleeping at the wheel, thinking that the government's going to save you and all that, think again. I'm just going to leave it at that. Because people that are sheeple, they eventually get slaughtered, and the only way to get out of this is just to do that. Get out of the West. Okay, get out of the West. There are growing economies out there that are doing quite well. Malaysia's one. I'm looking at many others, and we'll leave it at that. Yeah, I'd like to say more, but YouTube already suppresses me enough already. If you want to know more, go to quantlabs.net/contact. If you want to learn how to, with the new course, smart money trading, not dumb money trading, with technical analysis and order flow, you can visit my shop as well at quantlabs.shop for that, to learn about that. Okay? But get on the email list. quantlabs.net/contact is the place. We shall talk to you later. Thanks for watching.